Good afternoon. And I'd almost want to say typical afternoon, because normally I say, what a beautiful afternoon. As I want to just kind of show a little bit of the sky, the atmosphere, if you will. What's going on in the world. This is Sunday, September the 29th, if I'm right. September the 29th. It's 6:42 p.m. And less than 30 seconds ago, a minute ago, as I was standing there setting that camera, a limb fell out of that tree. The part of the tree that's pretty much live, but evidently there was about a 6-inch limb that just fell. If I'd have been 1 minute earlier, you would have actually caught something that was rare to catch on video, for say. But as I just been enjoying my afternoon, resting after spending some time with some of my family this morning, I found out the flooding in the Asheville, Tennessee, North Carolina area that's devastated Irwin County or Irwin something in Asheville, to the point that I'm understanding that Interstate 40 has been closed due to circumstances. As I set the camera for the background, you may have been through some of this. I just caught Patera, I believe it is, on Appalachia Homestead. She's about 500,000 followers, doing a live video at a school that is a staging area. As I went into Meridian, Mississippi, I saw energy crews, power crews going east. While I was there, they talked about 200 and something out of Mississippi going into Florida. The devastation of these states. I also just learned that the top leader of Hezbollah, I believe it is, was taken out. And less than 2 or 3 days ago, the pyramid of about 10 of their leaders, 8 at that time, had been taken out. But I just want to read a story from the Bible that just popped in my mind as I was walking up here, or actually I started walking. I had to go back and get my Bible. I'll be reading from the book of Job, New American Standard, for those that don't think this is a Bible. Starting chapter 1, verse 8 of Job, and reading as follows. The Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? For there is none like him on earth, and blameless, an upright man, fearing God and turning away from evil." Then Satan answered the Lord, "Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not made a hedge about him and his house and all he has on every side? You have blessed the work of his hands and his possessions. How have increased the land? But put forth your hand now and take all that he has. He will surely curse you to your face." Then the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, all that he has is your power. Only do not put forth your hand on him." So Satan departed from the presence of the Lord. I got 5 minutes. Now on that day, when his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The ox were plowing and the donkeys feeding beside them, And the Sabaeans attacked and took them. They also slew the servants with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you. While he was still speaking, another also came and said, the fire of God fell from heaven and burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I alone have escaped to tell you. While he was still speaking, another also came and said, the Chaldeans from 3 bands and made a raid on the camels and took them and slew the servants with the sword, with the edge of the sword, and I alone have escaped to tell you. While he was still speaking, another also came and said, your sons and your daughters were eating and drinking wine in their oldest brother's house, and behold, a great wind came from across the wilderness and struck the 4 corners of the house, and it fell on the young people, and they died, and I alone have escaped to tell you. Then Job arose and tore his robe and shaved his head and fell to the ground and worshipped. He said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Through all this, Job did not sin, nor did he blame God. I can't tell you, because I don't know and I don't have time to tell you the major things that are taking place in this earth. But just as I said before Easter on this same channel, God is fixing to shake you up. You can go back and look at it. It's titled, The Stick of Ephraim. What I did see in some of the videos from Patera, where she said they all came together to support. And it shared, as I watched other videos, if people took entire meals, they took entire families to go help, with kids serving lemonade. We had a girl run up to us yesterday on the street wanting to be delivered from demons in Meridian, Mississippi. There's a lot going on. And just as that limb fell out of that tree just before I recorded this video, I thought it may be laying in the field just to show. On Tuesday, October 1, the sirens will sound the EMS. Just as they always do every month. But I just feel it. You can just say it's a notion. I hope it goes on just like regular. But the sound of trumpets will be blowing all across Israel, I believe, the following day. I don't know. I thought they were connected at one time. What is going to have to happen for us to repent, start showing love for one another, and turn this world around? No politician, no mayor, no supervisor is going to do it on its own. And when the pastors that I asked to help me yesterday for this girl that run for help didn't have time for her, and she in turn said to us, she couldn't believe them pastors didn't have time for me. Many church people didn't have time for her. I pray for Ariel that her life be changed forever, of the few that gave her clothes, gave her love, and gave her attention, and gave her prayer, as they were the hands and feet of Christ on the streets of Meridian, Mississippi, in front of City Hall. Many came together in unity. But as they came in as a core group of their church, they left as a core group of their church, and they never connected with nobody else in other core groups. For the most part. You can sit there in your big buildings and you can sit and tithe and give all you got and sit there and claim that tithe, you better repent, because I have yet to find it in New Testament. God is going to shake you up and spit you out. God bless you. Made Like New Ministries. Sunday, September, and the alarm is sounding. Are you ready?